really that old. It goes back to 1876. In fact, that was the year when it was opened ceremonially. And what do you think? How do you open a cemetery?
With a funeral.
Yes, with a funeral. This is the main entrance, but it's also the church. It's the Holy Crosses Church. And this cemetery, when they built it, it was already ready to host 500,000 people. Let's go and take a look and maybe see if there are any special places inside. Do you know that people will visit Mirogoj and any other cemetery in Croatia even before the All Saints' Day, because everyone wants to make sure that their family graves are in a good state, and you're going to see something a bit weird. I hope, if it's not too dark. While we're still passing by the arcades, some of the graves start changing in script. I mean, the letters are different, and that was a special thing about Mirogoj when it was built. That it was built for all of people who lived here in Zagreb. The institution that governs the cemetery, they still have the original book, like the book from the 1870s, with handwritten, beautifully elaborated names of people who were buried here, of all the religions and confessions. Another thing that we can see, even at night, are some places that remember really big destructions, believe it or not. This here is a memory of one of the weirdest and greatest accidents in the history of the city. It happened when a train crashed and the train entered the city without stopping, and dozens of people lost their lives. But there was another huge incident that happened right on Halloween. It was because a lot of people wanted to visit the cemetery the day before the All Saints' Day, when the tram number 13 crashed. And the thing is, it wasn't even the line of the tram number 13, and 19 people lost their lives. It's one of the biggest accidents when it comes to city public transport ever. Alongside this road, there are several graves for victims of different events. The one down there is for the Bleiburg victims. Here is the monument for the soldiers of World War I, decorated with a really beautiful statue. And this is another thing about the cemetery. It's a kind of art gallery in the open. You might spot some of the works of some really famous artists. Around the cross, people are lighting candles, sometimes just for custom, and sometimes for anyone that they can't, whose grave they can't really visit tonight, or if they have family members, they don't know where they're buried, or if they want to honor anyone. All the souls will just make a little detour, and you will have to pass around these candles. It's going to be full of them, but we are going to continue straight ahead. If you ever want to come and explore the cemetery by yourselves, it's so easy, because the cemetery as an organization has published several apps, free apps that you can find and download, and you can use them for exploration of the cemetery.
Hi, I'm Giza from Finland, and we just done a tour of the cemetery now on All Saints' Day. Super atmospheric in there, and it was super interesting to hear about all the famous people and the customs also associated to that. I definitely recommend that. That was a true CROMADS experience.